everyone, welcome to my channel once again, and I hope all of you are doing fine. A very happy new year to all of you. And in this particular video we are going to discuss one important tip that is crucial and it should be followed if you are planning to write or take an IELTS exam and if your target is near about 7.5 bands in writing. So for your essays, most of you must have heard about the complex sentences, that how it's important to write complex sentences. But when it comes to actually writing a complex sentence, most of us get confused as to how to start a complex sentence. And many of you started with the words like although, however, which is a common practice, right? So how can we make it different? So I'm going to share one important tip that all of you can include while writing an essay in IELTS exam, and I can guarantee that you will definitely score a band score of 7 in writing if you follow this step, and you don't have any grammatical error or a spelling mistake, because they won't give you 7 bands if you have grammatical errors or spelling mistakes, right? So let's dive deep into writing complex sentences today. The first one. I'll give you an example of a simple sentence so that you can see the difference between a complex, simple and a compound sentence. And then I'll show you how you can actually write an effective compound sentence and a complex sentence as well. Let's start. Government should spend money on education. Now, if someone has to give suggestion, we usually put the blame on the government, that government has to do this, government has to do that, right? And we end up making a simple sentence. That's again bad, because in suggestion you're giving an idea and you should always give a reason attached to it, right? So how can we write the same sentence in a complex format which will show the examiner that you are actually a fluent speaker or user of English language? Let's start. So this verb spend can be used in the beginning as a noun, and when I say noun, I specifically mean the gerund form of noun, that is ing. Yes, you heard me right. If you want to score a band score of 7, you should begin your sentences with gerunds, especially the complex sentences like spending money on education can help in developing a nation. Now, the sentence does not end here, because otherwise it will be a simple sentence again. So, spending money on education can help in developing a nation. Why? We need a reason for it. And the moment you will attach a reason to it, it will become a compound sentence, because you will write the word because with it. But the lesson here is to teach you how to write complex sentences. So I'll first put focus on that, and then I'll show you what is a compound and a complex sentence. So we'll put a comma and we will add an incomplete phrase, because a complex sentence is a combination of a simple sentence and a incomplete sentence or phrase. For example, you will write spending money on education can help in developing a nation, comma, the growth of which depends on its youth. Now, what do we explain here? What are we trying to explain here? Developing a nation. Now, how can we develop a nation? Because it depends on its youth, so money should be spent on education. So here I will put another comma. I'll tell you why are we using 2 commas later as we complete the sentence. Now we will add the reason to it. Why should government spend money on education? Because It enlightens the young minds, let's say. Right? So this is one sentence. Spending money on education can help in developing a nation because it enlightens the young minds. Now, if you take this phrase out, it will become a compound sentence because two complete sentences have been joined together by the word because. We should use variety of sentences. I don't want you to just use complex sentences. You should use simple as well, compound as well, and complex as well. Now, how do we make a complex sentence? You will give an idea, right? Explain an element towards the end of the idea, which is the growth of which depends on its youth. What is which here? Nation. So I have given a brief definition of nation, but at the same time I have separated this definition with 2 commas. This is the purpose of adding 2 commas. So if you add 2 commas, make sure that you are writing the extra information within these 2 commas, just so to separate this information from the main sentence. And then we will write a connector word because it enlightens the young minds. So what does a complex sentence do to your essay? It makes it more academic in approach. You look more formal. Your writing looks more formal to the examiner. And at the same time, the examiner knows that you are a fluent user of the English language. That is why in the beginning of the video, I told you that I promise if you use such sentences in your essays, you're definitely going to achieve a band score of 7 in your writing exam. I'll keep sharing other tips with you as well, but in the meantime, please try writing such complex sentences and also leave a sample complex sentence for me in the comment section below so that I can also give you a feedback and see if we are on the same page or not. If you really like the video, please hit the subscription button if you haven't yet, and share it, subscribe it, and of course like the video. Happy learning, and I hope you learned something new today. Take care. Bye bye.